own words, about a brush with disaster that was averted by a force more powerful than himself.
I came away from 22 years of service with nary a scratch. During all that time, I never experienced anything that would truly prepare me for this kind of miracle. We were stationed in Austria. When the troops were withdrawn, we returned to the States, picked up a new car, and headed west to my new station in California. It was a long trip. Traveling with 4 youngsters was tiring for everybody, but the station wagon was ideal because we could put all the seats down and back and dump the kids back there and just let them crawl around over each other. I wanted to make it through to the next town as soon as possible because it was hot, it was summertime, no air conditioning in the car, everybody was tired. Couldn't find a motel, so we decided to go on through where we drove into the hill country. In those days, the settlements out there were few and far between. We'd been driving for perhaps 8, 9 hours that particular day. Most of the kids were shacked out in the back, dozing. My wife was in the front seat with me, and she was dozing. I was pushing the car as fast as I could because I was eager to get settled for the evening. I must have been doing probably 50 miles an hour. About 40 or 50 miles west of the city, I approached a hilltop at the top of which the highway curved around to the right. I couldn't see over the hill at all.
What's wrong? Dad, what happened? What happened, Dad?
Are you guys okay? Stay here.
And I jumped out of the car. I looked over the front of the vehicle, and on the road in front of me, just a few feet away, was a small child, perhaps 18 months, 2 years of age. I knew then why I had to stop. I saw the lady running toward me. I handed the kid to her and said, "Is this yours?" And she said, "Yes." He just got away from me. My wife was staring at me with her eyes wide open and saying, "How did you know?" And to this day, I have no idea. If I hadn't stopped when I did, I would have killed that child. It's the closest thing to a miracle I've ever experienced. If it wasn't a miracle, I don't know what you'd call it.
For one little girl, the difference between life and death was decided in a single instant by a man who learned to trust the urgent guidance of a miracle.